Hi, everybody. Welcome to my very first episode of the mystery only account here on Raid Shadow Legends. This account is all about doing the mystery shard only free to play challenge. So I used to have an account under the gamer tag Northern Hipster. That account was a pay to play or pay to win, whatever you want to call it, type of account. And after, gosh, how long was it? Maybe. Actually, I think I was already at the Visix. I passed the Visix login reward. So I think I was around day 277, 280, somewhere around there when I finally gave up the account. And I gave it up because I realized that I was getting into a spending pattern that I thought was going to be detrimental to myself and my family, and there was just no need to spend money acquiring champions and pushing into the game when the game should be playable purely as a free to play. And so I took it upon myself to get rid of that account and to start a brand new account and push myself not only to be free to play but to go the extra mile by only pulling mystery shards. Hence the mystery shard only challenge, and hence the username mystery only. So I guess I just want to kind of have this video be a bit of a showcase. Pardon me, a bit of a showcase on this account. I have done posts on Reddit of the 30, 60, 90, and 120 day updates. I wish I'd done these videos a little bit earlier. Would have given you guys a much better understanding of kind of my progress, but better late than never, as they say, right? So I'm just going to run through a bit of the account. I'm hoping to do more of these in the coming months. I'm not sure what the cadence is going to be. I'm not a content creator, but I feel like I enjoy the game. I enjoy sharing my knowledge and sharing my progress, and I'm hoping that others can learn and benefit from this as well. So for starters, I'm past the level 60 when you get max daily energy at 130. My silver right now is hovering at about 7 million. I'm letting it go up, hoping that maybe I can get one of the epics in the fusion. I forget which one. I think it's the Force epic that has the 2 champion revive that I'm maybe hoping to get. I've also been trying to manage my gems well enough. I've been refreshing a bit in the arena to try and push for some of the missions. Over the course of the last 2 or 3 months, I've been around 1,500, 2,000 gems, somewhere around there. You guys can see from my previous updates. I've tried to not use them as much as possible, especially now that I'm kind of done buying masteries on my initial champions, and I pretty much only use gems to purchase energy refills and nothing else. So if we start with going through, obviously, daily login, currently on day 126. So we just got a 4-star chicken today. Very excited about the 650 energy tomorrow, which should allow me to continue to push for masteries. I've got a couple champions that I'm working on at the moment. If we start going through some of these champions, let me actually just get a few people out of the vault here. These are kind of my primary champions, if you want. So just wait for that to go away. Giscard is one of my favorite champions. He's actually in every single one of my teams. There's not a single dungeon team, even arena and clan boss, where I don't run Giscard. And I think the reason why I love him so much is that I can use him in arena and dungeons to provoke and give me defense up and attack up. For clan boss, he has an A1 decrease attack, which is really awesome. So whenever I need to kind of pause my auto run and take over, for example, if my primary decrease attack misses or gets a random 3% resist, then Giscard can usually come in and save the day at a 75%, 80% clip with the sniper mastery, I believe it's called, to land the decrease attack. He's built fairly well, actually, I think. HP could be higher, 40k or so would be kind of nice, but 32.5k, he's got 4.3k defense almost. Crit, not really focused too much on it. This is whatever I get from substats. And his accuracy is pretty good at 225, so definitely good for level 20 dungeons. At 4K defense, he actually hits quite hard. On Nightmare Clan Boss, where I just did my last 2 runs tonight, he does about 28K, I believe, on his A1 with no decreased defense and no crit, which goes up to about 35, I believe, with when he crits. And his A2 hits for about 50K on a crit. And this is on Nightmare Clan Boss. So he's usually one of my top damage dealers when you kind of discount the poisons. So that's discard. He was, I believe, part of the Brogni fusion. I obviously couldn't do Brogni because of the fact that I'm not pulling shards, and so a lot of the epics were unavailable to me to actually complete the fusion. But I managed to get discard, and he has been my account changer in essence. Before him, I used to run Lodric in Clan Boss. He used to be my primary decrease attack. Not sure what I'm going to do with him now that he's been replaced. Thinking maybe a shield set. I don't know, something of the sort. His shield is really good, so I'm thinking either a shield set or if I can do it just really high HP. Like if I can get him to 50, 55, maybe even 60K, that might be pushing it, but if I can get him there and have him kind of give my team a solid shield, a 2-turn shield on a 2-turn cooldown, that would be really, really amazing. Of course, he kind of has to be second fastest almost to make sure everybody has a shield up at all times, aside from my speed booster, which is Apothecary, but that's a whole other issue. War Maiden, she is my obviously decreased defense. You'll notice that a lot of my champions are wearing perception gear, and that's because I literally just got a accuracy banner for War Maiden like yesterday or something, and so not being able to push for arena and having to rely on perception and accuracy gear to push my accuracy up has been kind of the way that I've had to do things. But her accuracy is way higher than it needs to be because I threw that banner on her. I'm not ready to re-gear her yet, so I'm just going to leave it as is, even though 250 is more than I need for anything I'm doing right now. The way that she's built, about 36k HP, 200 plus speed, 80k crit. I would like 100, but just not there yet with my gear. And just a little bit of crit damage. She's not there for damage. She's there to kind of provide that a bit of initial burst in arena and just help the rest of my champions in dungeons. And so I'm planning to put her in a stun set once I farm a good usable stun set. That's going to be kind of the plan for her. Actually, I don't think I showed Lodric's stats. So here he is at 41k, 211 speed. One thing I really wanted to do with this account is focus on speed. So how Hades has his ASDD, accuracy, speed, defense, damage. In my previous account, I feel like I didn't do a very good job of managing speed. I pushed too much for damage or too much for HP, so on and so forth. Whereas with this account, I really wanted to make sure that my champions were fast enough, even if that meant sacrificing other things. And so most of my champions are either at the speed that they need roughly for Clan Boss or close to or above 200 speed. Next, let me just pause the video real quick so I can blow my nose. Sorry, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I've got allergies and it's just a terrible time of year. Next, my Clan Boss specialist, my go-to, my queen, if you want, Frozen Banshee. She's built fairly well as well, especially she's maybe just a little bit underbuilt for Nightmare Clan Boss, which I'm just starting to hit consistently. I would like more HP on her, especially because I'm trying to prevent her from getting stunned. And so I'm just finally in a position where I don't have to run her as my accuracy lead for Clan Boss, and so I'm now running Grave Chill Killer as my lead purely because she's the one champion that I care the least about if she catches the stun. But I need to tweak my other champions so that as the battle goes on, they don't become the stun targets, which is currently happening at the moment. So still a work in progress, but I'm considering maybe moving her and Grave Chill into defense percentage boots, especially as attack champions, they have really low defense. And so if I can get them closer to 3.5k defense, I feel like I can maybe start pushing towards a 3-key nightmare. Right now I'm at a 4-key. I'll show you my stats in a little bit. But that's kind of the goal and where I'm going to be experimenting later. Obviously, this will all depend on getting really good speed stats on my gear. Kale is my dungeon nuker. He is again for all my dungeon nuker or all my dungeon non-support champions. I've tried to push him 30, 35k if I can to just try and keep them alive a little bit and to try and keep them from getting targeted, especially when they are the same affinity that I'm running against. So he's at 2k attack, 1.5k defense, which is low, but hey, HP over defense in his case. 178 speed, just missing 1 on that crit rate, but still good at 99, and 205 accuracy. He's also my campaign farmer. And actually, at the end of this video, I'll come back and I'll show the individual pieces of gear, and you guys can come back and pause if you want to kind of see the gear that I'm using and the gear that I decided was good enough for myself to keep, for example. And I'll show the masteries as well. Ethel is my arena nuker. She is currently at 2.9k, or if you want 3k attack, 100 crit, 226 crit damage, 168 speed. Too slow still, but I used to run her in attack percentage boots, and she was at like 120 odd speed, and sometimes would get lapped by the enemy, and so she would still get hit even though I ran a provoke first. So I put her in speed boots, and honestly, the damage has been negligible, I want to say. Like it has not impacted my ability to win arena battles. Apothecary is, he is my second fastest champion, 219 speed. Built really tanky, 31k HP. I would rather 40, 45k, but the gear will get there eventually. 35k or 3500 defense, 35k defense would be amazing, but obviously never going to happen. I would love to get crit rate on him eventually, but honestly, right now I just want him to survive and to be fast. That's really all I need from him. Gnarlhorn is my dungeon MVP. He is fast enough to go twice before the waves, and if he doesn't act dumb and use his provoke on the last enemy standing of the first wave, the second wave is usually a cinch, because he gets that provoke up on the first or second turn. I also would love his HP to be higher. I've been experimenting with higher HP or higher defense. Results have been the same. So right now he's at about 33k HP. I can't figure out my numbers today, gosh. 2.7k defense and 223 accuracy. It'd be nice maybe to get a little bit resistance on him. I also don't care about his damage because it's really next to nothing. His War Master procs are really what are helping me when we get to the bosses and when he essentially becomes useless. Armiger is obviously my Spider and Fire Knight champion. He is still a little too low on the HP side. Good speed at 218, defense okay at 2.3. Crit still missing, so there is the random time where he misses his turn meter decrease, but his accuracy is good. So obviously as my gear continues to improve, I'll be able to get him to 100% crit and not have to sacrifice my speed or my accuracy. And whoops, let me just get this out of the way. Shield Guard. He is missing a banner because I've got I just got an accuracy banner that I put on War Maiden, so I've got an attack banner. I might give it to him anyways just for the speed and the extra bit of HP until I get a better banner for him, but for now he is running at about 30k HP, 2.2k defense, 101 crit, 132 crit damage, very, very slow. I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to do with him. The goal for him primarily was to be part of my Spider team, be part of 3v3 Arena as part of my like a defensive squad type thing, and also be my primary Minotaur farmer down the road. So He's very useful. I love him. I bring him in here and there as needed, but he's primarily an arena champion. I might bring him sometimes when I want to run a defensive team in a classic arena, and he's in every one of my 3v3 fights. I'll go through the last few champions pretty quickly because I feel like this video is going fairly long already. Runic Warder, primary decrease attack for Clan Boss. He and also my Fire Knight, obviously a shield breaking champion. 30k HP, 2.2k defense. Speed is too low at 165. I need at least another 15 to 20 speed on him. Good accuracy though. Grave Chill Killer, Clan Boss only, essentially. She needs more defense, more HP, more speed, more accuracy. As you can see, other champions have my best gear. She does not. Avir is supposed to be my 5th champion for Dragon and potentially for Fire Knight. It's not Fire Knight, sorry, Ice Golem. Until I get like a Seal of the Drakes or something of the sort. His primary purpose is to CC the wave, so small decrease attack, small decrease speed if they have a poison on them. Poison on his A1, and a turn meter fill, and a heal based on his HP for all of my champions on a 3-turn cooldown. Sorry, a 4-turn cooldown, I forget. Yeah, his heals on a 4-turn cooldown. So he's running at almost 44k HP. Decent speed, 186. Would rather him running at 200 plus. Accuracy is good at 238. The goal for him specifically in Dragon is to CC the waves, but also help Kale when we get to the Dragon with his A1 poison. I'd love to run him in a stun set, also potentially. It's something I'd love to try to see if I can get some extra CC on these waves. Zephyr Sniper I'm currently working on. She is going to be my spider tank. So her build is not done. The artifacts that I have on her are actually not very good because I need more resistance. I need a little bit more speed. And her HP might be good. I think I'd probably try it where it is, but I do want more defense on her. I do need about 3k defense roughly, so she still needs work. My speed lead for Arena, 260 speed. I only 6-starred her because of the arena changes. I wanted to be able to take do the best that I could with the way that the arena currently is, and use this opportunity to push for my medals. And so normally I would have kept it at 50, but I wanted that extra 7 speed from her being fully ascended. Don't care about any other stats for her except speed. And finally, Dark Elhain, who I just got a few days ago. She's going to be my primary arena nuker and will replace Aethel. The reason for that is that she's got higher attack, she's got higher HP, so she'll stay alive if she doesn't kill everybody on the first hit, at least more so than Aethel will. And she self-buffs with a 50% increase attack. And she's also somebody that I want to book because I can also use her for Ice Golem, for example, or even in Doom Tower. I'd probably honestly just switch an HP chest instead of an attack chest to run her in those kinds of places. So I'm actually going to book her out, which will also help her do even more damage than what Aethel is currently giving me. The one thing that kind of sucks is that she's slower, 94 speed base versus 104. So that 10 speed is kind of big. So I'm going to have to work that into my gear, obviously. So that's my champions. Sorry if that was a little long. Hopefully you guys have skipped past that if you weren't interested. Missions, I just finished the mission to get 4 5-star champions. On Sunday, I'll be finishing the Void mission, and I've already pretty much completed everything else up until fusing just this year. Clan boss will be easy. 5 artifacts from spiders and 5 artifacts from Fire Knight, as well as a level 5 ascended champion, all kind of ready. So on Sunday, I'll be clear of this portion of the missions and on to the third stage, the third stage. What else can I show you guys? I guess I could show you my clan boss runs. I just did 4 keys on Nightmare today. We're at almost 48 million, so about 12 million per key. I used to run normal, hard, and brutal every day, hoping for rare books from normal and hard. but I haven't gotten anything in 4 months, and so I've given up on those clan bosses, and I'm going to be focusing on Nightmare only going forward to try and kind of beef up my rewards and obviously my epic books. For faction wars, I'm running at about 200 stars. I don't care too much about it. I just kind of want to make sure that as many factions as possible can clear the first boss, and that I at least have enough going in these factions that I can get my advanced quests finished every day. Lastly, I guess, what else could I possibly show you guys that might be of interest? Maybe my shards, I guess. About 1,000 mystery shards. Got 151 ancients, 24 voids, and 8 sacreds. Some people have asked me on Reddit what I'm going to do at the end of this challenge. Hopefully, if the bots stay, I can keep it until I get Arbiter. Yeah, I'm going to have a shard pull event going. I am going to record it. I'm actually thinking maybe about live streaming it. I've always wanted to do Twitch, so maybe that'll be an opportunity for me to kind of get my feet wet with that. So I'm very much looking forward to it, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know if I want to pull them all at once or if I might just pull a few, because I also don't want to like shoot up my account power just because I'm holding a bunch of epics and, hopefully like 30 legendaries or something, right? No, but truth be told, I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do. But either way, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I guess focus for the next few days, just to kind of end my portion of talking, is Masteries. Honestly, I'm just going to do Masteries. I'm going to start farming Dragon for speed and lifesteal gear primarily, farming Fire Knight for stun gear, potentially shield gear if I get some. I'm actually thinking if I can get good immunity gear, maybe I could put Dark Elhaine in immunity so that when she goes against Tormund, she doesn't freeze herself when she self-buffs. But that's obviously, who knows if I'll get good enough immunity gear for that. So that's kind of a long-term play, but if I get there earlier, all the better. So that's kind of it for the update. Let me know if I missed things and there's things that you guys would like to see that I haven't shown. I'm glad to do a second video to kind of touch on some of these after this has been up for a while. But I'm going to kind of just go through some of this gear real quick like I promised, and then I'll end the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next update. All right, I'll end this one here, guys, and have yourselves a great day, night, wherever you are. Ciao.